GTA 4 is probably the most forgotten game in Rockstar's HD universe, which is to be expected because GTA 5 is what it is, and Red Dead Redemption 2 still blows people away to this day. As the wait for GTA 6 is still going, people will inevitably come back to GTA 4. But most people seem to have like a similar thought. Most people think that the city feels more alive than they ever remember. After my recent trip to New York, I think I get it. Liberty City literally oozes character, which is so incredibly rare to see in games. It feels alive and it feels lived in. It almost feels like if you shut the game off, the world would continue going. And like, I didn't quite understand what everybody was like freaking out and praising this game about until I saw it for myself. And honestly, I'm not sure if Liberty City will ever be the same for me again. Take the architecture, for example. Washington Square Monument was a real highlight for me. It felt like something that was built from a completely different world and just put in the middle of the city. And it's big and large and it's distracting and it doesn't feel like it belongs. And that's what makes me like it so much. And GTA 4 has a pretty good version of it, but copying a large landmark really isn't that impressive. See, what's really impressive is Burger Shot, which I know sounds crazy, but stay with me. It's hot as shit. Burger Shot is the perfect example of what New York really feels like. This burger shop, which is in Midtown or like the Times Square area. This specific location is clean, neat, and there's a lot of workers inside who are actually doing stuff. Now, look at this one. I mean, the literal fucking letters are coming down. Like, this place sucks. This is a shithole. There's fucking garbage everywhere and half of the employees aren't even fucking doing anything. While it's such a simple example, it shows that Rockstar really knows what they're talking about when they make different parts of the city. Of course, the burger shot in Midtown is gonna be way more clean and nice and everything because there's always gonna be tourists coming through. And the thing was, they could have like used the same model for this location and this one, and yet they didn't. And why? I mean, why would they go ahead and do that? It's because they wanted to make somewhere that could be a real place. This burger shot right here, it's not just a place. This is a whole fucking neighborhood. Now let's lock in on the workers for a second. You notice how at the Midtown location, the only worker that's outside seems to be sweeping? They're just out there doing what some shitty middle management would want them to do. Now, back here, look at how many employees are just like fucking off, all just smoking cigarettes nonstop. And I started thinking to myself, like, why would they put so much detail into the workers if it's different than the city? I mean, why do they smoke here and do they clean here? And while more than likely I'm just over-analyzing the most simple NPC thing, but I think it's because these ones at this burger shot are dealing with a post-dinner rush. If you've ever worked like these shitty fast food jobs before, sometimes you know that after a huge rush, everybody just wants nicotine and wants to chill the fuck out. The reason that the one in Midtown wouldn't have a post-dinner rush like this, they probably have a bigger persona to keep up. They probably have to make themselves look better than this one in the slums. These guys don't give a fuck. These guys do. At the end of the day, New York is just a city. It's like any other. It's got buildings, booze, subways, and food. But what really sells the illusion of Liberty City is the people. I mean, when you're walking around, you could see people doing drug deals in the park. I mean, sometimes you see guys running from the cops. There's people working, there's people shopping, and there's people that are just trying to make it to tomorrow. It's all so incredibly believable. And on top of that, they decided to add the radio. And instead of just making it a thing in the game that plays music, they have talk shows. I mean, they got fucking Cat Williams to do one.
And some of the biggest names in comedy are coming to Liberty City. Cat Williams is here to do stand-up at the Split Sides Club, but he was also part of a protest in Middle Park against injustice. I spoke with him earlier. Why are you out here protesting?
Let me explain something to you. We are here to tell the world there's a lot of injustice going on. Sick people, old people, people that want to watch TV, we're being oppressed.
How are you being oppressed?
How am I being? Do you know how much it costs to get an ounce of good weed in Liberty City? Motherfuckers want $500. How the fuck am I supposed to feed my kids and order pay-per-view wrestling and get a sandwich when weed costs that goddamn much? And half of it's just too motherfucking strong anyway. Names like White Widow, Northern Lights, AK-47. I'm not trying to order a gang. I'm trying to order some regular weed.
You're not here to protest against the pharmaceutical companies taking advantage?
Hell no. I love pharmaceutical companies. I wish I had a pharmaceutical company. I wish I was a pharmaceutical company. All kids should be on some sort of pharmaceuticals, something to keep them calm and inside where they belong, not out fucking with my riders stealing my shit.
Comedian Cat Williams, groundbreaking.
And the Cat Williams one is like perfect. If you grew up with parents that listen to this type of radio at like 6 a.m. on your way to school, then you know that this is exactly how people talk. The only people that call into radio shows are the craziest motherfuckers anyways. I mean, how do you even capture that? Like, how do you write something that sounds so human when everything else that you see, even movies, don't sound like humans talking? And the named characters are even better. There's a part in the game where Roman, your cousin, his apartment and depot burned down. When you drive away after finding out that it was on fire, Roman is crying in the car, talking about how he needed to get something from the place. A little bit later, he reveals to you that he had a ring in there for his girlfriend. And then he really starts to like bawl his eyes out because he just lost something that was so important.
I have nothing.
I told you, you still have Mallory.
But I wanted to really have her. I wanted to marry her.
You can still do that.
I had bought her a ring. That is what I wanted to show you. It was a beautiful ring. It was ready for her. Now I have nothing. Come on. Oh. Roman, pull yourself together. You've been here before. Positive, mental, attitude. Come on.
I mean, when you have no money and spend money on something that's this important and this big, it's kind of a big fucking deal. And as this was happening, I'm in the car driving with him, I realized something. I care. I give a shit. And then I started asking myself, why? Why did I care for Roman? Was it just because that he's related to Nico? Or maybe because I did a couple cab missions for him? No, I think while those do help, I think I actually cared because I understand Roman. I understand what it's like to have people look down upon you and treat you like garbage. I know what it's like to lie to family and friends and try to convince yourself that your life is better without telling them because you don't know how to tell them how you're really living. And shit, man, I know what it's like to have everything ripped away from me very fast. I think I cared so much about Roman because he seems as human as me or you. But on the other end of that spectrum is someone named Brucey, who we all know and love, and I find him just as human as Roman, just in a little bit more of a caricature kind of way. He's this loudmouth, borderline insane character. Every time that he opens his mouth, I cannot help but smile and laugh. And while I don't see him as this like crazy, deep, connecting character that has so many emotions for the player to grab onto, I see Brucey for what he is. He's just like anyone you'd meet who's always elevated all the time. I just enjoy his screen time because he's funny. And sometimes that's enough. One of the most convincing things about Liberty City to me is the Euphoria engine. We've all seen like funny Euphoria moments, but nobody talks about how you stop noticing it. When someone gets shoved in real life, what happens? They fall and they try to balance themselves before they do. Have you ever hit someone with a car? Of course not. But the way people's bodies crumble when you do is the closest thing you're gonna get to live leak. I mean, look at this, right? I shot these cops from up here, and while every other cop that I've shot crumbles, these guys do literally crumble immediately. And the reason I think that that happened was not because like I got a lucky headshot or something like that, but it was more because they couldn't find their balance. When you're standing on uneven stairs like that, obviously you're gonna eat shit. And that's the magic right there. Like after 10 minutes of playing this game, you stop noticing Euphoria physics, and that's the best part. For the sake of everyone with TikTok brain, I'm gonna list off some rapid fire things that I think we could have lived without, but I'm so incredibly happy Rockstar did anyways. Cops buy cigarettes from vendors when they're nearby. Like security actually frisks people at the door before they get into the club. Drug deals actually happen. Just like the entirety of the internet in this game. And you know that bridge at the beginning of the game that if you blow through it and don't pay, you get a wanted level? Well, did you know that you can just take a cop car through and nobody will fuck with you? If you accidentally like flip your cop car and break the lights on top, the siren changes and becomes broken with the rest of the car. If you call the paramedics while you're injured, they will not only drive to where you are, but also heal you, and they ask for your insurance. Hillary Clinton being the fucking Statue of Liberty for some reason. And don't tell me that's 100% fucking her. Almost all of these things could have been completely left out, and I don't think anyone would be upset. And these things are not what make GTA 4 fun. They're what make Liberty City feel like a real place. It feels like every little thing in Liberty City is coming together and working just to make you feel incredibly immersed. And it kind of makes you feel like even if you didn't boot it up, the world would still be alive somehow. And after all this, I sat down and thought, why do people come back to GTA 4? Is it the characters, the missions, the guns? I can't really answer for anyone else, but for me, it's because Liberty City is the realest place I've ever been that wasn't outside. Motherfucker, bro. It's hot as shit in this bitch. Doing this in the middle of goddamn summer. Fuck you.